Hello and welcome to Sri Ram's IAS. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic, and this topic is not just important for your syllabus of one paper but all the four papers of general studies. As you see, there were three editorials which basically set the context of today's video, and I'll be discussing that how these editorials are important for your UPSC mains. If we talk about the principle which was set by Sunderlal Bahuguna, that is the ecology is world's permanent economy. So this editorial basically talks about the GS third, GS3 paper, and GS3 में हमारा एक component that is environment and ecology and another component that is economy. Now there is a debate in this topic which we are going to see throughout the PPT. That is how ecology, economy and ethics are interrelated. Now let's understand that all of the three are basically interrelated to circular economy. Now once we set this paradigm of circular economy, now I want you to understand further that in this paper only we will be discussing that how circular economy, in this discussion only we will be discussing how circular economy is really related to and important for GS1. Why? Because last time we saw a question popping up in GS1, that is, what is cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency, how is it affecting global society? And how has it impacted Indian society? ठीक है, तो GS1 में we have a topic that is exploring the developmental issues. Now, understanding that topic, we also need to understand that how circular economy is going to be impacted by the behavior of people. So therefore, it comes to two parts of general studies. One is in economy, we have behavioral economics, and in general studies, that is paper 1, we have society and its developmental issues. That is GS1. Now coming to the ethical part, but yes, coming to the regulation part of economy and ecology. We have general studies paper 2 also, where we need to discuss all the laws and regulations which pertain to waste management, whether that is plastic waste management rules, whether that is e-waste, construction and demolition waste, and also there are specific mention is there in the syllabus of GS2 which discusses the development of industry and regulations behind it. Therefore, the interlinkage goes to GS1, GS2, GS3. Now, the important part of this discussion would be that how is it going to impact and how is it going to assess the ethical part of it. There is a case study of Gowandi which we are going to discuss in today's paper only. That is how circular economy, basically in establishing circular economy, how you will be impacted and you will see the human and ethical interface, that how the residents of Gowandi are being affected by this new waste to energy project. And now understanding the ecological and ethical part of it, the necessity of this developmental project comes to question. Once we understand that, we also need to see that what is the way forward to you, or once that is asked in your paper, how will you approach your answer in that question. So let's start this discussion, and as I have set the tone that we all need to be cautious of every topic which is of multi-dimensional themes in GS1, 2, 3 and 4. Let's understand it a bit further. Before going in detail into the discussion, let's understand the paradigm of three topics. This is the case study of Gowandi residents, which we will be discussing in the topic, and that is not all. These three editorials are not enough to discuss circular economy. There will be value addition. So I'll require all of you to make running notes also. There will be this Gowandi study, case study. There will be the interlinkage of ecology and permanent economy, and the right to repair movement and its facets in India and globe. As I said that earlier also we faced the question of cryptocurrency, its effects on global society and Indian economy, Indian society. We will also see that this right to repair movement, how is it impacting Indian society and global society. Further, how this Indian society and global society is shaping this right to repair movement, and this right to repair movement eventually leads to one of the components of circular economy, that is repair component of circular economy. Now understanding these editorials in detail, Govandi residents में हुआ क्या है यहाँ पे, there is a waste to energy project which basically intends to generate 8 megawatts of electricity, which the residents are protesting. Why are they protesting? There are some people who have approached the legal institutions also in order to see that all the carcinogenic dioxins, furans and carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, all these methane or other emissions from this waste energy project are going to impact this population. Therefore there are protests happening. ठीक है, but there is a problem with this waste management in India. As per the solid waste management rules, what we need to see is the segregation and source and scientific treatment of this waste. But understand, this segregation at source, this requires societal intervention. That is, you require a behavior, और you require to nudge the behavior of society. आपको घर से start करना होगा waste segregation. Then only you will see that this waste segregation can be implemented at national level. You might have seen the examples of our Madhya Pradesh. बहुत अच्छी cities वहां पे बन चुकी है. मध्य प्रदेश is the इंदौर में बहुत अच्छा example है cleanliness का स्वच्छ भारत मिशन के अंदर. There are other case studies also. There are I can say that NGOs and SHGs working like EcoZinha, which is working in Brazil. Basically this SHG, self-help group, is basically tackling this menace of waste management. Now understanding it in detail, first आपको इस case study से क्या उठाना है? सबसे पहला, emissions क्या क्या निकल सकते हैं एक waste to energy project से. दूसरा, there can be black dust and all of these gases, methane through these waste units. But how can this be treated? There are scrubbers, there is a leachate treatment. Now understand, in every editorial of the Hindu and other newspapers, there are two dimensions. One is the mains dimension, another is the prelims dimension. ये वाला जो यहाँ पे discussion हो रहा है, ये वाला जो discussion है, this is prelims part. But yes, leaving that aside, this is the mains part. ठीक है, जो आपको मेंशन करना है अपने आंसर में, दैट हमारे वेस्ट की सबसे बड़ी एक और प्रॉब्लम है वेस्ट प्रोसेसिंग में देयर शुड बी इनफ इंसेंटिव टू द प्रोसेसिंग यूनिट. Like I'll tell you, we are running an NGO or we are running a unit which basically is converting waste to wealth. ठीक है, its name is Waste to Wealth Initiative. That is in which I am also associated to it. But understand this, that there is low calorific value of Indian waste. Why? Because most of the waste is organic in nature. ठीक है, जिसकी वजह से एनर्जी कन्वर्जन बहुत कम निकलता है यहां से. दैट इज द मेन प्रॉब्लम ऑफ इंडियन वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट इन इंडिया. Next is this topic, that is the right to repair movement. This right to repair movement basically talks about repairability index and planned obsolescence. UPSC in prelims usually has asked terms like this. What is repairability index and who issues it? It is basically the Department of Consumer Affairs which is issuing it. But leaving the prelims part aside, we need to understand this right to repair movement. This right to repair movement basically talks about what? Talks about that all the components of your electronic devices and durables. UPSC has asked a question on durables also. ठीक है? You might have read durables in your economy, basic economy. Now understand, these durables usually used to last for 1 to 2 to 5 years. Some durables for 1 year, some for 2 years, some you might have seen in your Indian households, हमारी जो washing machine है वो 3-4 साल 5 साल चल जाती है. ठीक है, those were the durables. But आज की डेट में जब आप ऐसे प्रोडक्ट्स लेके आते हो, ऐसे कंज्यूमर ड्यूरेबल्स लेके आते हो, वो शायद ही 1 से 2 साल चल पाते हैं. Why? Because there is an issue and there is a deliberate and intentional attempt by the companies which is known as planned obsolescence. What is planned obsolescence? Basically simple. Companies tend to use low quality material and make less durable items जो कम टाइम तक चले. क्यों? जब कम टाइम चलने के बाद खराब हो जाएंगी तो आप क्या करोगे? आप नया मॉडल खरीदने की सोचोगे. जो ही आप नया मॉडल खरीदोगे, इससे क्या हो रहा है? इससे दो प्रॉब्लम्स है. सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है वेस्ट जनरेशन की. There is the biggest problem is waste generation, and if you talk about waste generation in India, it's around 62 million tons which is generated every year in India as per the CPCB, that is Central Pollution Control Board. It mentions this data. Now coming to this right to repair movement, there are two aspects of it. One is the regulatory aspect. As I said, this Department of Consumer Affairs, basically the intention of our government is not to harm the industry too much and not to cause any harm to ease of doing business. बट अगर आप यूएस की बात करो और ग्लोबल सोसाइटी की बात करो तो देयर इज बेसिकली अ राइट्स बेस्ड मूवमेंट फ्रॉम द कंज्यूमर लेवल. अब समझो इस चीज को, अगर यूएसए में कंज्यूमर्स ही मूवमेंट स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं अबाउट राइट टू रिपेयर, सिमिलरली वी हैड आल्सो और वी हैव करंटली राइट टू क्लीन एनवायरनमेंट. एंड remember that all the forests and these rivers are now being you can say identified and given the status of legal entities. Understanding this, there was a movement, Chipko movement. There was a great environmentalist which was who? Sundarlal Bahuguna, who said that economy and ecology is basically interlinked and ecology is the permanent economy. We all are dependent on this. Now with this discussion, with all of these three editorials, the case study and the two editorials, you might have thought that there is an interdependence of all the three components, that is ethical part of it, that how you deal with such issues, how you approach and how you start a movement at ground level, that is the right movement, the movement for right and clean environment, the movement for right to repair, and there is a movement which should be started to conserve ecology. Now with the movement that was started by Sundarlal Bahuguna to protect the trees and forests, we also need a movement to protect our economy at this moment. यहाँ तक clear है? This sets the tone for our question that if सर्कुलर इकोनॉमी से अब क्वेश्चन आता है, चाहे वो GS1 में आए, 2 में आए, 3 में आए या 4 में आए. नाउ हाउ कैन वी राइट एन आंसर एंड हाउ कैन वी राइट द आंसर विच इज मल्टी डायमेंशनल इन नेचर? लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड सर्कुलर इकोनॉमी. ठीक है, सर्कुलर इकोनॉमी बेसिकली इज अ मॉडल विच शिफ्ट्स फ्रॉम द टेक मेक डिस्पोज मॉडल, कि जिसमें आप क्या करते हो, आप मार्केट गए, आपने ये प्रोडक्ट खरीदा या आपको ये प्रोडक्ट बनाना है, आपने ये बनाया, यूज किया और इसको डिस्पोज ऑफ कर दिया. दैट इज टेक मेक मॉडल. बट वी नीड टू शिफ्ट टू अ रीजेनरेटिव मॉडल, दैट इज regenerative model of economy. How we can establish this regenerative model of economy? By reusing. There are 5 R's of economy, of circular economy. That is, we first need to reduce. हमें ओवर कंजप्शन पे नहीं जाना है. We need to reduce the consumption. Whatever we are taking, जो भी हम कंज्यूम कर रहे हैं पहले तो उसको कम करो. अब अगर कम कर लिया तो कहीं पे भी खराब होता है कोई चीज, ये पेन अगर खराब होता है तो इसको रिपेयर करो. दैट इज वाई राइट टू रिपेयर मूवमेंट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. देन रिपेयर होने के बाद भी इसको कंटिन्यूअसली रीयूज करो, जब तक हो सकता है, जब तक इस प्रोडक्ट का एंड ना आ जाए, इसकी लाइफ खत्म ना हो जाए, तब तक वी नीड टू रीयूज इट. लास्ट में वी कैन रिसाइकल इट. एंड रिसाइकल मतलब in India we have seen fantastic ideas coming up, like बहुत ही सिंपल आइडिया, न्यूज़पेपर्स जो आप डेली पढ़ते हो और शाम तक वो क्या बन जाता है, वेस्ट बन जाता है। उसी न्यूज़पेपर को यूज करके वो डिस्पोजेबल प्लेट्स बनती है, ठीक है। सिमिलरली अगर हम कोई अर्दन पॉट बनाते हैं, छोटे से अर्दन पॉट्स बहुत सारे बनते हैं जिससे वेस्ट क्रिएट हो सकता है, ऑल्दो बायोडिग्रेडेबल, बट दे आर बीइंग यूज्ड एज इलेक्ट्रॉनिक लैंप्स, ठीक है। तो देयर आर फैंटास्टिक आइडियाज व्हिच आर कमिंग अप, like in one of the I can say startups, I have seen that how this organic waste is being converted, and how they are basically playing this idea that if a consumer produces more waste and he segregates the waste cleanly, he will be awarded after every month. There will be a race among all the units, जहां से भी हर घर से जितना भी कूड़ा इकट्ठा होता है, हर एक घर को जो वेस्ट कलेक्टर है he will rate, ठीक है, दैट इस घर से जो कूड़ा निकल रहा है वो बेटर है, that has been segregated well, he will rate them, and based on that rating मंथ में एक ऐसा सेलेक्ट होगा पूरी सोसाइटी में से एक घर जिसने सबसे बेस्ट वेस्ट सेग्रीगेशन किया होगा, वेस्ट कलेक्शन किया होगा, that household will be awarded. That is how they are now changing the behavior. This initiative which I discussed just now is basically WAVE initiative, that is waste to wealth initiative, or waste to wealth enterprise. Basically this is a startup which had this idea and is massively working in one of the hill states of our India. Now understanding this, last part is remanufacture. ठीक है, so understand that is circular economy, and that is how we will ensure resource efficiency, low emissions and sustained growth. ठीक है, यहां तक समझ में आ गया circular economy. Now on this circular economy we also need to remember that how circular economy evolved. It is basically an origin from linear economy. Linear economy talks about that what simple model, that is take, make and dispose model. Then we go to recycling model or recycling economy, and then the third step would be circular economy. ठीक है, linear economy, recycling economy and circular economy. Recycling economy is just about recycle, but circular economy talks about all of these aspects. समझो इस चीज को, circular economy में जो दो essential components है, that is reduce and reuse and repair. यहां पे आपको different aspects का सहारा लेना पड़ेगा. Reduce के लिए और reuse के लिए you need to change the behavior of people. Similarly, जैसे आपने स्वच्छ भारत मिशन चलाया और स्वच्छ भारत मिशन में हमारे पास जो सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम आई, that was the use of toilets. बनाने के बाद, लोगों को सब्सिडी देने के बाद, टॉयलेट बनने के बाद, people were not using it. सबसे एक और बड़ी प्रॉब्लम जो हमारे पास आई थी वैक्सीनेशन के टाइम पे, दैट पीपल स्टार्टेड व्हाट, वैक्सीन हेजिटेशन. ठीक है, द हेजिटेशन ऑफ वैक्सीन्स लेड टू व्हाट, वैक्सीन हेजिटेशन की वजह से क्या हुआ, लोग वैक्सीन लेना ही नहीं चाहते थे. दैट इज वेयर द बिहेवियरल इकोनॉमिक्स और द नज इकोनॉमिक्स कम्स टू टर्म्स. इस दो चीजों को इंप्लीमेंट करने के लिए, रिड्यूस एंड रीयूज को इंप्लीमेंट करने के लिए ग्राउंड लेवल पे we need this behavioral economics and behavioral ecology. ठीक है, जिसमें हम there is a concept of deep ecology, that is whatever you do in you can say the environmental ethics. Once we study environmental ethics, we come across this deep ecology, that we need to understand that whatever we do, whatever activities we are doing, whatever consumption we are having, it has an impact on ecology that shapes our day to day behavior. ठीक है, आप सिंगल यूज प्लास्टिक नहीं यूज करोगे, आप लोगे ही नहीं, आप घर से ही थैला लेके जाओगे. ठीक है, तो दैट इज व्हाट हाउ दिस विल इंपैक्ट. बट यस, देयर आर टू मोर थिंग्स. वन इज रीयूज, अनदर इज रिसाइकल. दिस रिपेयर एंड रिसाइकल. रिपेयर नीड्स अ मूवमेंट at global level and at national level. Why? Because repair movement के लिए आपको दो चीजें जरूरत है. पहली चीज कि आपके पास क्या इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है, क्या आपके पास वो सारी चीजें अवेलेबल है, एंड सेकंड, इज द प्राइवेट सेक्टर रेडी टू एक्सेप्ट द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ रिपेयर. बिकॉज रिपेयर करने में सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम क्या आती है कि अगर आपने थर्ड पार्टी रिपेयर किया तो आपकी वारंटी चली जाएगी. दैट इज व्हाट हैज बीन एड्रेस्ड इन दिस रिपेयरेबिलिटी इंडेक्स. that Indian government is going to rate all the products and electronics. इस प्रोडक्ट को रेट किया जाएगा. अगर इस प्रोडक्ट को बनाने के बाद, इस बोर्ड को, कोई भी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक इक्विपमेंट है उसको बनाने के बाद मार्केट में उससे रिलेटेड क्या 2-3 चीजें अवेलेबल है. स्पेयर पार्ट्स अवेलेबल है, क्या ये रिपेयर हो सकता है इजीली, क्या इसका रिपेयर का मैनुअल अवेलेबल है, इसका मटेरियल अवेलेबल है मार्केट में रिपेयर के लिए. दैट इज हाउ दिस इज गोइंग टू हैपन. सो यहां पे गवर्नमेंट का रेगुलेशन जरूरी है. क्लियर? नाउ इकोनॉमी एंड इकोलॉजी, द अनईजी रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन द टू. एज आई डिस्कस दैट इकोनॉमी और इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ which is led by ecosystem degradation is detrimental to all. ठीक है, अगर आप देखो आज की डेट में सर्कुलरिटी गैप रिपोर्ट, दिस रिपोर्ट मेंशंस दैट ग्लोबल इकोनॉमी में there is only 8.6% of the global economy which is actually circular in nature. Rest what we are doing is, जितना ज्यादा अर्बनाइजेशन, GS1 अर्बनाइजेशन जितना ज्यादा हो रहा है उतने ही फॉरेस्ट कम होते जा रहे हैं. जितना ही अर्बनाइजेशन हो रहा है उतना ही ज्यादा इंपैक्ट आ रहा है किस पे? एयर क्वालिटी पे, पब्लिक हेल्थ पे, बायोडाइवर्सिटी लॉस पे. वहीं पे एसेंशियल नीड्स should align. We all should be focused on need, not greed. ठीक है? Therefore, this quote by Sundarlal Bahuguna do actually has its ground still perfect, firm, and I can say established that ecology is permanent economy. ठीक है? अब यहां तक अगर समझ में आ गया तो ये भी समझ में आ गया होगा that this can be asked as an essay. ठीक है, because the topic of circular economy won't be asked, but yes, this topic can be asked as an essay. Now, once you understand that a topic can be multi-dimensional in nature, you need to see that how to approach that topic. ठीक है, इसीलिए ये PPT है, इसीलिए ये discussion है और इसीलिए ये class ली जा रही है. Now, next, ecology as the permanent economy. How can we see this? We need to estimate the cost of neglect of ecology. Ecology को neglect करने से हमारे पास क्या होगा? There would be short term harm and there would be short term gain but long term harm. Short term gain क्या होगा? अगर आप ecological destruction के ऊपर जाओगे तो short term gain क्या था? Industrial revolution. But इसकी वजह से हुआ क्या? Climate change, global warming at the international level. But yes, if you want a long term gain or health, you can say development, you need to see that as per Niti Aayog, circular economy has the potential to generate within 5 to 7 years, 5 से 7 साल के बीच में इट कैन जनरेट 1.4 करोड़ एम्प्लॉयमेंट, 1.4 करोड़ न्यू जॉब्स एंड न्यू बिजनेसेस. ठीक है, दैट इज हाउ दिस इकोनॉमी इज गोइंग टू हेल्प. देयर इज नॉट जस्ट द इकोनॉमी और द इकोलॉजिकल पार्ट ऑफ इट, देयर इज बायो इकोनॉमी ऑल्सो एसोसिएटेड टू इट. ठीक है, क्लियर? नेक्स्ट, ecology as the foundation of economy. Yes, as I said that this is the foundation of economy and we need to shift our focus from reactive conservation to proactive stewardship. That is, people at the individual level should participate in ecological conservation. जैसे चिपको मूवमेंट स्टार्ट हुआ था, अपिको मूवमेंट स्टार्ट हुआ था, वैसे ही दिस इकोलॉजिकल कंजर्वेशन एंड सर्कुलर इकोनॉमी का मूवमेंट ग्राउंड लेवल से, इंडिविजुअल लेवल से स्टार्ट होना चाहिए. दैट इज व्हाट वी नीड. ठीक, समझ में आया? चलो, यस, व्हाट आर द मेन कॉजेज बिहाइंड दिस, दैट व्हाई अ पर्सन, व्हाई मैन और ह्यूमंस टर्न्ड ऑप्टिमिस्टिक, टर्न्ड पेसिमिस्टिक, basically turned negative towards ecological destruction and started ecological destruction was basically due to the disconnection from nature. Once humans disconnected from nature, their behavior changed and they started hoarding more and more. Even though you have enough clothes for a week, you will still start to buy and you will still go for shopping every you can say every next day or every next week or every next month. You have that mentality to hoard more and more things and to over consume the resources. That is what made humans disconnect from nature. But iska consequence kya hua? Climate change acceleration, biodiversity loss, health crisis, and you can say that crisis turned into disasters, once in a century disasters like COVID-19. ठीक है? But yes, there is one thing which you need to understand, that is the nature's paradox. Nature provides two things. One is it's a savior, but yes, humans are exploiting it. We all are dependent on it. Still, we exploit the nature for energy, for materials which are sourced from nature. But yes, there is dependence on nature. That is, this nature absorbs the emissions which we are generating. ठीक है, whether that is methane, whether that is the toxic gases which we produce from our landfills, from our production units, from factories, from cement factories, whether that is fly ash, whether that is black dust, all of it is being produced, and again nature provides that bowl, the consumption bowl, which takes all these gases and cleans the environment again for us, and it is decreasing on its carrying capacity level. One more thing, comment sections में बताओ what is carrying capacity. ठीक है, what shift needs to be done is the proactive approach from locals. Proactive approach कैसे कर सकते हैं? As I said that there are various startups, there are various you can say there is a traction at global level which is working for this. Like as I said, there is a startup named Ecozina working in Brazil. There is a startup named Enpro working in Togo. All of them are working for circular economy. ठीक है? Therefore, this shift needs to be in both the sectors. One is private sector, another is government sector, and I can say that the local level, individual level. Now, coming to economics part of this, you also need to remember that there is basically economical, or you can say the ecological economics mein, when we talk about the calculations of destruction of ecology, there have been economists, various economists, which basically tend to start and focus more on developmental economics than the growth economics. Once we turn to developmental economics, there is a part that where we see that how much is actual ecological destruction being done to achieve the targets of growth. Similarly, the economics or green GDP, which was developed in 1980s, it talks about the measures after subtracting environmental, it measures GDP after subtracting all the environmental costs. एनवायरमेंटल डिस्ट्रक्शन कितना हुआ है, फॉरेस्ट्स आपके कितने डिक्रीज हुए हैं, ये भी आपने पढ़ा होगा. दैट इज हाउ इकोनॉमी कम्स इनटू पिक्चर बेसिकली इन दी सर्कुलर इकोनॉमी. देयर आर मेजर्स फॉर इकोनॉमिक वेलफेयर, दैट इज MEW, and net economic welfare, which was, this index was developed by William Nordhaus and James Tobin in 1972. This basically talks about the economic metrics which includes leisure, pollution and crime rate. ठीक है. New economic welfare index basically talks about all the leisure time you have, all the time you have to develop your standard of living, the crime rates, the expenditure on defense, the ecological destruction, all of that is calculated in this index. That is how you calculate economy and ecological destruction. But yes, why do we need this? We need this to understand the linkage between ecology and economy, and then once we understand and calculate it, उसके बाद ही हम ये define कर पाएंगे that अब हमें next step क्या लेना है. और गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने बहुत सारे स्टेप्स लिए हुए हैं. किस चीज के लिए? टू प्रिवेंट इकोलॉजिकल डिस्ट्रक्शन एंड टू हेल्प द society, whether that is this Deonar plant or Govandi plant, गोवांडी में जो प्लांट लग रहा है जिसका नाम है दियोनार प्लांट, वेस्ट टू एनर्जी प्लांट. This plant basically, if you talk about, is a 2600 crore project which will generate 8 megawatts of this energy. But remember, as I said, it is emitting a lot of gases which will impact the society. It will impact the health of the society. It will impact the human capital in that region. Because its Govandi region mein, it has been estimated by Tata Institute that the life expectancy of the people in this region would be only 37 years. ठीक है. Understand that how development, ecology and economy plays picture into one single frame. ठीक है. Clear? यहां तक समझ में आया? Now there is legal resistance because there are carcinogenic emissions and waste management issues over there. But yes, stop over there. What are the other consequences of this? That is, this waste to energy plant, there are challenges with citizens, ठीक है, because there are law firms who do not want to go against these corporates. There are health risks with these individuals. There are regulatory breaches that despite a violation of solid waste management rules 2016 and other rules, the corporates are not being checked at ground level. एनवायरमेंटल इंपैक्ट असेसमेंट उतना ज्यादा स्ट्रांग नहीं होता है, ठीक है. सोशल ऑडिट नहीं होता है, पब्लिक हियरिंग्स नहीं होती है उतनी ज्यादा. रिसर्च फाइंडिंग हैज सीन दैट ओनली 39 years of life expectancy of this region would be there after this project comes into picture. Again, there is this right to repair movement which can be done, ठीक है, which can be implemented because this right to repair movement basically talks about reducing the e-waste, combating the planned obsolescence of firms, empowering the consumers, prolonging the product life, कि प्रोडक्ट का जो लाइफ अभी 1 साल के अंदर खत्म हो रहा है, आपने लास्ट ईयर आईफोन लिया था, इस साल खत्म हो चुका, ठीक है. दैट इज वाई दिस मूवमेंट, राइट टू रिपेयर मूवमेंट इज देयर एंड दैट इज वाई वी नीड सच मूवमेंट्स, ठीक है. दिस विल ब्रिंग बेनिफिट्स, कंज्यूमर राइट, सर्कुलर इकोनॉमी को सपोर्ट करेगा. इसी के लिए हमने रिपेयरेबिलिटी इंडेक्स भी लाया है. रिपेयरेबिलिटी इंडेक्स बाय डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ कंज्यूमर अफेयर्स एंड दिस रिपेयरेबिलिटी इंडेक्स विल डू व्हाट, ठीक है. रिपेयरेबिलिटी इंडेक्स का काम क्या है? रिपेयरेबिलिटी इंडेक्स विल टेक केयर ऑफ ऑल द इलेक्ट्रॉनिक इक्विपमेंट्स एंड इलेक्ट्रॉनिक इक्विपमेंट्स को रेट किया जाएगा. किस चीज के बेसिस पे? स्पेयर पार्ट्स. स्पेयर पार्ट्स अवेलेबल है या नहीं, कॉस्ट ऑफ रिपेयर कितना है, अवेलेबल इंफॉर्मेशन कितना है, अवेलेबल इंफॉर्मेशन कितना है किसके बारे में, इस रिपेयर वाले प्रोडक्ट के बारे में कि इसको रिपेयर कैसे करना है, उसकी इंफॉर्मेशन कितनी है मार्केट में, ठीक है. ऑल ऑफ दिस विल बी डन, ठीक है, अंडर दिस रिपेयरेबिलिटी इंडेक्स. नेक्स्ट, व्हाट इज प्लान्ड ऑब्सोलेसेंस, दैट आई ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड, सो दैट newer मॉडल्स विल बी परचेज्ड, ठीक. नाउ कंपनीज आर डिक्रीजिंग देयर कॉस्ट, बट yes, you need to understand that this right to repair needs a moment. As we saw the movement of conservation of forests and plants, this movement has two facets. One is in India and next is in globe. If you talk about US, there is a movement based on consumer rights and there is a chapter on consumer rights in your NCRTs. I guess NCRT class 10th, NCRT class 10th में आपको मिलेगा कंज्यूमर राइट्स का चैप्टर, तो आप वो पढ़ सकते हो. इंडिया में what we are seeing is that this Department of Consumer Affairs is basically driving out this repairability index, but yes, there is a clear policy in which we do not want to harm the industry, but yes, we do not want to harm development also, ठीक है. डेवलपमेंट को भी हार्म नहीं करेंगे, इंडस्ट्री को भी हार्म नहीं करेंगे और ईज ऑफ डूइंग बिजनेस को भी प्रिवेंट करेंगे. बट अंडरस्टैंड वन थिंग दैट even after this, what we are developing is we are working on nudge economics or nudge behavior, that is changing the behavior of society at larger level so that this waste segregation and this right to repair movement gets implemented in India. Because if you strictly come over all the private sector which is producing these products, that will cause a negative impact, and that will cause a negative market perception and ease of doing business ranking may get hampered. ठीक है. Planned obsolescence already discussed, repair and use, waste to energy and justice. ठीक है. What is the basic problem? That is waste generation and waste का disregard and ecological disregard. But इसके solutions क्या है? Waste repair culture promotion करना है, कम्युनिटी इन्वॉल्वमेंट करना है, जैसा मैंने पूरे इस वीडियो में डिस्कस किया अबाउट दी यू कैन से ऑल द एसएचजीज एंड एनजीओज व्हिच आर वर्किंग ऑन दिस. लास्ट में दी जस्टिस फोकस, दैट इज वंस यू डू द थिंग्स एथिकली then only justice can be delivered at ground level. Ethical considerations of local people like Gowandi and ethical considerations of all of this ecological destruction, that providing all the rights to ecology also, चाहे आप रिवर्स को राइट्स दे रहे हो एज लीगल एंटिटीज या फॉरेस्ट को राइट दे रहे हो एज लीगल एंटिटीज, यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट these rights should be given to humans also. Humans have fundamental right for clean environment, but how long is that being served at ground? ठीक है. Last में again justice begins at home. You all need to get involved into the enforcement of rules, segregation of waste and promotion of repair culture. ठीक है. And we all have a moral duty to connect back to ecology. ठीक है, because ecology is fundamental to our survival. This will shift the mindset. Now, what are the steps which government has already taken and how much do we need to do more in particular sectors like greenhouse gas emissions को decrease करने के लिए 2030 से 2050 तक लाने के लिए how much efforts do we need to put in? That is what was mentioned in circular economy in India rethinking global prospect. ठीक है, how much efforts do we need to put in and what are we doing to decrease water conservation, to decrease consumption of virgin and non-renewable materials? How can we do this? ठीक है, so there are steps taken at national level and taken at international level also. At national level, what we are doing is, and what we have done, first plastic waste management rules, e-waste management rules and use of fly ash and slag के ऊपर भी यूपीएससी ने क्वेश्चन पूछा था प्रीलिम्स में. all of this has been implemented through legal statutes, already implemented. next, ठीक है, स्वच्छ भारत मिशन, that is galvanizing organic bioagro resources, that is Gobardhan scheme. ठीक है, we also have implemented mission life. There are slogans like zero effect, zero defect. National electricity mobility mission is there, which is working for electrical mobility so that we reduce again the dependence on fossils. ठीक है, extended producer responsibility in all of these. For plastic waste, e-waste, extended producer responsibility has been implemented. बायो इकोनॉमी एंड बायोफ्यूल के ऊपर प्रधानमंत्री जीवन योजना. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट, ओके, एट द इंटरनेशनल लेवल, चाइना, जर्मनी एंड जापान, all of the three countries are implementing this circular economy in their nations. How? China has particularly circular economy promotion laws. Similarly, Germany and Japan is also promoting the culture of circular economy. Global Alliance on Circular Economy, Global Alliance on Circular Economy and Efficiency, Renewable Efficiency, Resource Efficiency, GACERE. This has been implemented at international level. Resource Efficiency and Circular Economy, Resource Efficiency and Circular Economy Industry Alliance. This can be suggested and this can be implemented at international level, and India should be also a part of it. Okay? With this we come to a conclusion, and at last, way forward. How can we approach it and what we need to conclude in our answer as way forward to this question. Whether this comes in an essay or whether this comes in a paper of GS1 to GS4, we can mention this policy shift, sustainable lifestyles, that is changing the behavior of people again, legally strengthening the waste to energy projects and waste to energy and right to repair laws. Last mein, we need ethical reconnection also with two. One is ecological ethical connection, that is environmental ethics, and second, not just resources but also people. ठीक है, जितने भी ethical concerns आएंगे, case studies आएंगी, that whether the developmental project should be implemented in that place or not, like this waste to energy project in Govandi, whether that should be implemented or not, how much output it will generate, but yes, take the concerns of locals into consideration. With this, I wish you all the best. Thank you for being into the discussion. I hope this will help you in mains. How this will help? There is a homework for all of you. There is a question which you need to write, that what is circular economy? How is it shifting the global discourse towards environmental conservation and ethical consumption. There is a question of 15 marks. This is a question of 15 marks which you need to write and submit. Submit at Shriram's IES and Telegram channel, or you can directly contact our team and you can just search our numbers which will be mentioned in description section. You'll just click on the link and then you will submit your answer. With this, thank you again. Jai Hind.